Okay, so let's dive into a word that gets a bad rap. Humility. We tend to think of it as weakness, right? Or maybe low self-esteem. But what if that's totally wrong? What if humility is actually this hidden superpower? Today, we're going to look at an ancient teaching that flips this whole idea on its head, seeing humility not as putting yourself down, but as this incredible, world-changing power of unseen service.
So, picture this. A dusty road, a group of friends, the disciples, and they're arguing about something. Kind of quietly, but you could tell it's intense. And here's the crazy part. The thing they were arguing about, it's the exact same argument we're still having today. In our jobs, with our friends, pretty much everywhere.
And this was the heart of the matter. This one simple question. Who is the greatest? Wow. Talk about a question that never gets old. Who's the most important person in the room? Who gets the top spot? Who deserves the credit? It's the engine that drives so much of our ambition, and, let's be real, so much of our anxiety, too.
So let's really dig into that argument, because what was going on between them on that road says something really fundamental about all of us.
You see, this wasn't just some petty squabble. Nah, it was way deeper. This argument actually shines a light on something inside all of us. That little voice, that shadow, that's always pushing us to be seen, to get the credit, to be just a little bit better than everyone else. It's that whisper of pride that says, hey, you should be number one.
And man, does this show up in our lives or what? I mean, think about it. We're constantly looking for approval. We start measuring who we are by how many people praise us. And if we're being honest, sometimes we don't bother with a good deed if there's nothing in it for us, right? Even serving others can turn into a transaction. I'll help you out, but I'm expecting that promotion, or at least a public shout-out.
Okay, so while the disciples are all wrapped up in this, in steps their teacher, Jesus. And he doesn't just tweak their thinking a little bit. No way. He's about to drop a bombshell that completely revolutionizes the whole idea of what it means to be great. Just let that sink in for a second. It's a total paradox. It takes everything we think we know about success and just flips it completely upside down. The way to be first isn't by climbing over other people, it's by getting under them to lift them up. To be the greatest, you have to choose to be the very last. So you've basically got two completely different playbooks here. On one side, there's the world's logic. Be seen, get celebrated, climb the ladder. Simple. But then there's this totally radical new logic. Go to the back of the line. Become the servant of everyone. Not just the people you like or the ones who can help your career. Everyone. So here's the big takeaway. This is a whole new definition of what greatness even is. It's not about being in the spotlight. It's not the trophy. It's not the corner office. Real, true greatness? It's found in the quiet stuff, the unseen service. It's about a willingness to give yourself away for others with zero expectation of getting anything back.
Now, this idea isn't just some nice little moral lesson. According to our source material, it's actually a key part of this massive, epic story about what we're all here for.
So think of it like a three-act play. Act 1, creation. The idea that we were all made to work together, to serve each other in perfect harmony. Act 2, the fall. This is where things get all twisted up. That harmony gets distorted by our selfish chase for status. Sound familiar? That's exactly what the disciples were arguing about. Which brings us to Act 3, redemption. This is about cleaning up our motives, getting back to that original design, all through the ultimate example of humble service. And what is that ultimate example? Well, in this telling, it's the cross. It's held up as the absolute pinnacle of humble service, an act so powerful it's meant to purify our own mixed-up, selfish motives and show us what being a servant of all really, truly looks like. Okay, so that's a huge cosmic concept. But what does it mean for you and me today? How do we actually live this out? Well, the source material kind of brings it home with a few really direct questions for us to think about. First up, a little gut check. And be honest with yourself. Are you serving when nobody's watching? When there are no cameras, no audience, not even a thank you in sight? Because that's where real humility shines, when the lights are off. So, let's get practical. How can you actually do this? What's one small, unseen act of service you could do this week? Something where you expect absolutely nothing back. Maybe it's taking out the office trash when it's not your turn, or secretly helping a colleague who's swamped.
And that leads to the final and maybe the toughest question. It's all about your why. When you serve, who are you really doing it for? Is it deep down about building up your own reputation? Or is it for something bigger than yourself?
Look, choosing this path, the servant's path, it's not easy. It takes patience. It pushes back against every single instinct we have to climb and get noticed. But our source material leaves us with this one last thought to chew on. The fruit of that patience and humility, will it not be sweet? Now that's an idea worth thinking about.